Hello and welcome back to Cultist Simulator with me, Barton. Okay, so we're here with Father Ted in our priest run. Okay, so what are the things we want to do today? We want to obviously get rid of this notoriety. That's what we're doing there. We want to go on another expedition, probably to one of these two places to get some higher level stuff. We want to start. We got some lore that could be combined there. We have a couple of books that we could read as well. We could probably do those. Other than that, I think the thing for today is getting more lore that's up at a higher level. And probably start combining some of this stuff as well. We have, how much of that? We have 13, so we could combine those for 6 of this level here. And it's something we're going to have to do because we're probably not going to get to Stag Door anytime soon. We need to get Temptation for that. I think with the priest, I read somewhere you need to change the aspect of your cult to do that. We don't really want to change your cult aspect at all. If we don't need to. So I think we'll maybe just go with what we have, and we've got plenty of this stuff anyway. We can combine a lot. So like 8 of those would give us 4 of these. That would then give us 34 of those, 38 of those, which would give us 19 more of these. And then that would give us a total of 32 of those, which you combine together to get 16 of these. Eventually we could then combine those together and get 8 of the next level up if we wanted. So we have options. It just takes a little bit longer to do it that way, but it's okay. Anyway, let's roll things forward. So in terms of the cult themselves, as we talked about last time, the guys now are spending less time in the church itself and more time in the community and meeting in smaller groups as well, so as to hopefully attract less attention from the parish council and also from the locals as well. Study wise, I think we'll pop you in here. The shaven lock Tantra, the one who has shaven his hair. The Tantra speaks glowingly of those who are prepared to abandon their old self to seek a new and higher self. It warns that once the change has truly begun, past the 3rd mark, a return to the old self is dangerous and painful. Okay, so you do that. So I'm pretty sure that is talking about your temptation, because there is that thing, right, where you get up to a certain level, and if you progress beyond that, if you then don't provide what it needs at a certain time, it will regress back to that level. So maybe it's talking about that. It could be talking about something else, but it seems to me, at least, that is certainly a possibility. Okay, let's see what we have here. Many of the dead enter the mansions through the white door. They wander its corridors in silence until they are lost. Some embrace each other, some devour each other. Some force their way into the dreams of the living. A few record their memories on the mansa stone where it is soft. They scratch it with their nails, you see. Last night I read one of those memories. Okay, so we got another one of those ones. Okay, and we are probably just going to go straight back in. So pop you on there. You're getting rid of that. That's good. Okay, so combining wise, I think these are glimmerings, right? Glimmering, and yeah, it looks like glimmerings are what we need to provide for those. So I think probably the best thing to do is start by combining as many of these as we can, and then make our way down to the lower level ones. Let's run things on again. Okay, so Leo has done a great job for us there. We're very happy with that. The Wolf Despair prowls elsewhere. That's good as well. You can go... Oops, sorry. You can go sit up there. Okay, now let's see. I think we're going to go here. we're going to send Neville. And who's going to go along? Possibly Rose. Yeah, let's send Elridge. So we're going to go with some knock lore and some edge lore. We're then going to provide the funds that are necessary. Okay, the Kustanov Endowment. The journey to the endowment buildings is not long, but the ground is difficult. We've sent 3 times for permission to visit and received a less friendly answer each time. Now that the staff will attempt to forbid our entry. So, hence Elridge there for a bit of edge, because we're probably going to get a fight. Okay, and then we have some knock for opening up secret ways as well, or barred ways at least. Okay. I think I like the idea of that. We're going to have one more book there, and then we're going to start getting yourself some glimmerings as well. We start combining these. Okay. Whisper your secrets into the air, burn them in fire, scatter them in the sea. Still they will cling to your hair. The Tantra cautions. It provides an occult riddle that it claims is sometimes the answer to the riddle of the Hunter's Gate. Okay. And okay, yeah. So that is sometimes the stag riddles, or the stag door riddle answer. It's level 6 of a certain 5 different lores, I think, and depending on what the riddle is, it indicates a different lore is the answer. So if you either know them, as in you've played the game enough times to actually remember them, you can do it that way, or if you look at the wiki, you can also do it that way as well. Okay. Plans for the next phase. Right, so here, forge our lantern. Then we've got, yeah, they can be fought, seduced, or deceived. And you can be found with lantern or knock. So we have the knock for you. So I think we're going to start sending some forge, which means, or sorry, lantern, which means cat. So let's send cat there. Good. We have just enough time there to get you going as well. Those who do not sleep. The sister and witch were born in 2 wombs, one poor, one rich, across the sea. The sister was stronger in the aspect of heart, and so their survival was assured. The witch was stronger in the aspect of braille, and so they were not satisfied. Okay. Yeah, we can tell with people like Saliba, yeah, it's hard to satisfy someone who is of grail aspect. So there's one more place there that we really want to go to. We don't want the residence. We'll check the lodge. Okay, favor from authority is actually pretty decent. We don't need it, but it's just kind of nice to know that you can get them. Last night I dreamt of a blue silk pavilion overlooking the cloudy labyrinth of the Bounds. I listened to the mistress of the place speak of other visitors. The Suppression Bureau come here. Did you know that? I think they hope to recruit me as an ally. She snorts derisively. After what they did to Christopher. But their folly is your fortune. I will tell you something that may help you if the Bureau ever troubles you. So get that. It's nice. So basically it's a way of blackmailing them to make certain evidence against us disappear. Okay. Now, next thing that we have, we don't need our flawless physique. We need, there you are. Okay. Let's pop that in there. And let's pop you in there. Okay. Run things on. Okay, so we're going to get an affliction there. So we're going to have to keep it, keep this free to get rid of it. Right, so the watchmen will lend virtue to our lamps, that they will show us the perils who avoid. Probably. Okay, well, let's make it more probable. The watchman will clear our sight so that we can almost certainly pass without error. Okay, that's much better. Still not guaranteed, but I like that about this game. Nothing is really guaranteed. There's always, well, for the main part. Some things, just do this and this happens, but other things you have chance involved. Increase your chances, but don't guarantee success. I like that. A promising route reveals itself as a sucking snare. We'll have to go around and try again. Okay. Someone may get injured out of that. Those who do not sleep. When the sister and witch came from the west, the Red Grail permitted their ascension, but then grew jealous of their power. It lured a great musician into the ranks of its names, and caused him to be reborn from blood as a heart hour, so that the Grail might maintain dominion there also, but its victory is not assured. There we go. Just what we're talking about. Victory not assured. Okay, so we had you before. I think we'll pop you there. And then we have you. You are here, right? Yeah, you're there. Okay. Then work-wise, we'll collect all of those. And we'll straight back in there. Just keep that going. Now, need glimmering, so passion in there makes sense. One thing's on. Need to remember again about the affliction. No, but the thing is, it's that another thing I like about the game is no matter how many times you remind yourself about the affliction, you can still forget. And some people might think that that's a bad thing, and I guess ostensibly it is a bad thing, but it's something that I like about the game. Okay, let's check there. Right. The hours have been called immersible, but they permit sleepers, sometimes, to walk in the Orchard of Lights, where each fruit glows like a sunset, where the roots of the trees are shaped for peaceful rest, where the mist soothes the heart. I was there last night, and the taste of the fruit lingers, sharp and sweet, as the passage of spring to summer. Okay, collect those. This illness has damaged my health. I need to rest before I am fully recovered. Okay. So we pop you in there. We don't have any... we actually... Hang on a second. I'm going to say we don't have any vitality. We're going to get some in a second. So we're going to hold off on that. Oh yeah, and some got injured. Who was it? Oh, it was, what's his name? Yeah, that's not good. Ooh, we can't set Enid either. Ooh. That's gonna make things interesting, actually. Let's send Slee along so we have some more. It's, Neville, yeah. Their wounds are grievous. Heal a fallen follower, talk. Okay, let's do that straight away. Because we recently, not in this run, but we recently ended up with a dead follower. It's obviously not really what you want. Okay, let's pop you up there. I'm interested to see what's going to happen there, though. Okay. Pop you in there and then use the vitality. We could have just spent the one funds in it. Like, we're never going to use all of these funds, but it's just kind of nice symmetry. If you know you're going to get vitality, hanging on that like 20 odd 30 seconds to use it is fine, I think. Right. Watch them look clear of sight so that we can almost certainly pass without error. Okay, we need to send funds because we're running out of funds there. Okay, so we have ourselves a glimmering. We can put that there. And now we're going to start combining these. And we'll pop you there as well. Good. Okay. We don't have any exotic cravings, so don't worry about it, buddy. Okay, Neville is back. How is Neville looking anyway? Neville has only one injury, so he could definitely be sent on another expedition. I'm worried about Enid though, because Enid has two of the same type. If she had one on one of something, it's pretty easy just to say, listen, you know, it's not that bad really. But you know, because you can always take a chance when it's only one of a certain aspect. But when it's two, you know that the next one is going to kill them. You really don't want to take that chance. Okay. So we got our health back. We can now head back there. Do that. Okay. We passed there. We've got 5 edge. Let's send some edge again. So probably Victor has edge, right? Yeah, let's send Victor. Gets us up to 10 edge. That's good. Again, it gives us a pretty good chance to get past, but not. It doesn't guarantee it. So there is a chance that someone will fail and someone will be injured. Are you looking for a glimmering? Oh, erudition. Oh, that's not good. I'm sure you're going to ask for... Okay, so we're going to have to get... Maybe we get some... Well, we could get some erudition in here, but I think it's erudition a lesson learned, which is actually 1 level higher than we need it to be. And we're not going to get it until it stops looking anyway. Gonna get some more restlessness there. Oh, and we need to deal with you as well. The Watchers almost certainly regret standing against us. Okay, we're going to send funds because the guys have no funds at the moment. We don't want them to run out and have to abandon the expedition. Work is done. Let's get that rotation going again. Okay, you can go sit up there. So that's 2 dread sitting there now. Well, 1 dread and 1 eventual dread. Right, definitely don't go for restlessness. Another favour from authority. Okay. Okay, we've read that recently, so we won't read it again right now. Sorry, I kept pausing and unpausing. Okay, back into the Mantis, I think. Let's get that erudition we need then. We might have to do an erudition and a glimmering. So there it says glimmering, and that must say erudition. Yeah, so let's get erudition and a glimmering. There's some contentment for us. That's nice. Some days are better than others. Sometimes the sky's nothing like a filthy sheet. Sometimes the river runs clear. Okay, sit there. I'm kind of tempted as well to maybe dream those 2 together. Let's see. But yeah, temptation is there at least. Okay, planning for the next phase. So, let's see. There. Lantern or knock? Okay, well, we've been providing lanterns, so let's keep going with the lantern. I think Clovette is not. There you go. No, we've only got 2 lantern people then, right? We could send Neville again. Yeah, let's do that. Get him back on the horse, as it were. I'm sure, you know, the big difference I think the people would find in how the cult are operating now compared to previously is that when we started going on expeditions, we had that period where, you know, it seemed like a lot of the cult members were not happy with the number of people who were getting injured and like the severity of those injuries as well. But now a lot of people are kind of seeing it as it's part and parcel of being in the cult. People are getting injured, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, send some more funds for these guys. We'll almost certainly find this hidden door. Good. Okay, we'll grab you. We've read that recently, so we'll read those ones that we've skipped. We'll read them again next time. Dreamwise, I think we want to go straight back in again. And then let's get that done as well. Let's pop that erudition there. Oh, actually, I forgot. Wasn't I going to dream those two together? But I didn't. That's fine. Where is it? We could use more knock or lantern. Okay, fruitless search. We may have to send Enid then. Because you don't have any more lantern. And she's the only option that we have for more knock. Okay, well, send her now. Okay, check there. See what it says. Last night in the great pavilion above the grey sprawl of the Bounds, a woman who called herself Theresa Galmier sat on gilt-fringed cushions and offered me a horn cup of dream wine. The wine is imaginary, she explained, but the cup is not. To navigate the mantis, one must understand the distinction. Perhaps one day you'll join me on the pilgrimage, or I'll join you. So here, let us share a secret. And her breath tickled my ear. Okay, collect that. You're just gonna go sit there. And we'll run things on. Oh, and something else though before we go running on a bit too much. Let's see. Yeah, Leo. Okay, let's have a chat with Leo about cult matters and try to intercept the notoriety that is going to be generated pretty soon. Okay, next thing is those two, which is going to be erudition and then glimmering, possibly something else, but those are the main two there at least. Mirrors are calm, the sun is steady, the glory recedes. I'm sane if that means anything. Collect those. Okay, now what's going on here? We'll almost certainly find this hidden door. That's good. I'm going to send some funds. Dreamwise, we're going to get ourselves back in here. Do that. Okay. Faint lines in stone, a surface that yields to pressure. We found it. The hidden door moves with a grating shudder and a shower of dust. Okay. Wisdom is a country, and these are its maps. Oh, we're gonna just miss. Oh, we're not actually. We have a decent chance of collecting it, which is good. So I want to get that going again quickly. Have to keep an eye on you as well. So you're going to want this erudition. There you go. Have fun. Enjoy. Oh wait, no. We found it. The hidden door moves with a grating shudder and a shower of dust. Okay, that's good, but what's let's send somebody else. Porter, get yourself in there. See what the hell is going on, because they found the thing, but they're not actually opening it. Which is a bit weird. We'll go for you. Oh, we got a glimmering, of course. I recall my dream. This was the Lodge of Blue Silk, flapping in the winds of the bounds at the mantis' edge, and here was his mistress, who welcomed me as she welcomes all travellers. Company is nice, she confided, but I still miss my Christopher. 10 years are not enough, but we could not have been long together, not without touching each other. And you know what occurs when a man long lies with a long woman? Or perhaps you don't. I hope you don't. I won't tell you just in case. I will give you a tiny gift. Okay, collect those. Right, so glimmering there. And we need to go back into the mantis. So start that. And provide the health. One on. Yeah, we're going to miss there. We're going to have to start that again. You can go sit up there. Peculiar rumor can go sit up there as well. We don't need it. Let's see where there you are, right? Yeah, Leo. Let's get that going again, buddy, and let's try to intercept the notoriety before the detective. So imagine what would have happened there was we sent Leo out to try to go clean up after the guys. He went there and he was away a while. He came back, and when he came back, when we saw him kind of across the church, he just shook his head at us, and then we arranged to meet him later that day, and then he told us they're still there. You know, not much I could do. They're there. I don't know if they're going to leave evidence or not, so I can't really clean up properly. So we told them, leave it with us, we'll have a think of it. We had a think, and then later that night, we gave him a call and said, listen, I want you to actually pop around to my house now. And he come over in the dead of night, wondering, you know, why we're looking for him at that time. Also going through, I guess, given the kind of the period that this is set in, either it would have been an very early phone or some kind of telegram, probably a telegram that we sent actually, to ask him to come meet us. And then we said, listen, I know they weren't done, but from what you said, it sounded like they were pretty close to being done. I want you to go out there again in the morning and see if they are done. Hang around for a while to see, you know, whether while you're there they actually finish up and do your normal job, clean up the place. And he said, yeah, not a problem, I can do that. Then we probably chatted about, you know, the books we've been reading lately, late into the night as well. But then probably until about maybe 2:30 in the morning, chatting away. And then finally we said, listen, we could go on all night, but you need to get at least some sleep if you're going to be heading off in the morning. He reluctantly agreed and left. The library ceiling collapsed years ago. Many of the books have been reduced to swollen pulp by dripping mortar. Something must remain. Okay, so there's a window of maybe 20 seconds or so for him to potentially find something. A portrait of a genially smiling man, dark skin, bright eyes, neither hair nor eyebrows, watches over the ruined library. It is tilted. Titled, Don't Mind Me, and signed with an indecipherable serpentine scrawl. The paint is peeling. It watches us with its benevolent smile as we find intact treasures among the swollen books on the shelves. Okay, so let's see what we actually got. So we got our notoriety, we know that. We put it beside him just to tease him. Probably not a good idea, but hey, we've done it now. Right, then we have some books. So we have the silver book, a manual of the Ordo Limiae, an order of quasi-immortals who maintained a secret enclave at the source of the river Limia, right? Yeah, Limia, yeah, in the Roman province of Hispania Galicia. Okay, so you are written in Fusign. Yeah. Okay, so you can go down there. We leave a gap so we know that you need to be translated. Next book, The Iron Book, a manual of the Ordo Liminae, an order of quasi-immortals. Okay, pretty much the same thing, written Fusign. Okay, you can go down there as well. Next, The Encircling Tantra, the explorer and entrepreneur T. Everett Duplantis once attempted to plunder the temple where this text was held. His fate is recorded in an appendix, and that is written in Sanskrit, I'm pretty sure. Let's check. Yep, in Sanskrit. Again, the gap, so we know that it needs to be translated. The Burning Woman, a transcription of the play by Menander de Victor, possibly the dramatist of that name, into Frisian with commentaries. Okay, we don't have Frisian just yet, so you can go sit over here with these guys. We will get Frisian eventually. We just need to go to higher level stuff. I think then either the level that the place we just went to or one level up, there will be items that will help us to translate stuff from, I think, from Frisian into a language that we can read. So basically, in terms of what that means for us, is that at that level, I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to learn Aramaic and Frisian. So then it's going to be like Vac and a few others, High Mandaic, that we'd have to learn later. Okay, so the known unknown Tantra, Carlos Garcia Sauri, the ecstatic mystic of the Pyrenees, was known to recite this in 3 languages, though he has never visited the subcontinent. Okay, and again, oops, you are in Sanskrit, so you can be translated. Amathias and the Amethyst Imago Pursuit. The diagram and illustrations, even across the centuries, are elegant, hypnotic, occasionally erotic, in Aramaic. Okay, so again, Aramaic is one that we're gonna learn soon-ish. Not sure exactly when, but soonish. Okay, next, the Groom Walls Permanent Circus, a tiny city of patch tents around a whitewashed farm. Punched performers shiver in the dripping rain. Frau Grunwald has devoted her considerable fortune to the maintenance of this institution. Who knows why? The circus performers dislike trespassers behind the scenes, which means some fighting, I think. Okay, so we will send Neville along. And then fighting, so Elridge. Elridge likes a good scrap. This circus folk will be ready to take up arms against us, and the power in the circus we fear may be worm-touched. Okay, so we start that. And run things on. Yeah, so right now, with everybody being busy, there's not, like, you know, the kind of the big movers and shakers, the likes of Rose, Rhaenyra, and something like Valsine and Kat as well, probably. Though those guys would still be keeping tabs on things, but a lot of the kind of rank and file members at this point, I think, would be too busy to keeping them busy enough, like with duties and getting ready for expeditions, and the way, you know, we described in our own little head lore, where people are on different committees and stuff like that to prepare for these expeditions that we're going on, that we're keeping them nicely busy, that they can't really get too involved in politics. And also they are mixing with, you know, outside of their their usual circles as well, because they're on these committees with other people. So new, alliances have been formed, and there's more, I guess, harmony would be a good word, is kind of taking the forefront in the cult at the moment. Now, obviously, some big events could change all that. But for right now, yeah, we're pretty happy with how things are going. Many of the dead entered the mantis through the white door. They wander its corridors in silence until they are lost. Some embrace each other, some devour each other. Some force their way into dreams of the living. A few record their memories on the mantis stone where it is soft. They scratch it with their nails, you see. Last night I read one of those memories. Okay. That's good for us. Right, and then we go straight back in. Yeah, I think if we don't need our temptation for a victory here, we'll probably not go out of our way to get one then. I've given my agents the opportunity to serve. Let us hope it ends well for us. Okay, so the first one, we need lantern or moth, so cat is going to go. One thing's on. And once you have the next chance, Pope is going to go as well. Optimism is a spice which saves. Okay, so Leo comes back again from where the guys went last time, and this time when we see him again across the church, he gives us a nod, and Father Ted can't help himself, breaking out into a small smile of satisfaction. Not like a huge grin or anything like that, just a smile of satisfaction that Leo got the job done. Okay, now, Pope is going to go, as we said, and we'll run things on. The Watchers aren't ready for us. We should be able to bring them down. Oh, it's the Watchers first. Well, if it's the Watchers, sorry, it's not going to be you. It's going to be Victor. The Watchers will almost certainly regret standing against us. There we go. That's better. Let's take the Watchers out first. Some days are better than others. Sometimes the sky is nothing like a filthy sheet. Sometimes the river runs clear. Okay, collect that. Okay, both of you. Erudition. Right, that's interesting now then, because the glimmering is going to go, but it means that we could study for another glimmering now, and then combine another one of those if we want to, or another two of those, should I say, if we want to. In last night's dream, I was in the lodge of the Sage Knight behind the white door. It is difficult to remember exactly how I came there, and the mistress of the place, the woman with the dark glasses, was nodding as if I'd asked her a difficult question. Of course I hadn't. I lost my speech when I passed the white door. "How's it that I can speak?" she said to me. "I didn't come here through the white door. I'm not proud of what I did to come here, so let me tell you of something else." Okay, grab those. Now, dream-wise, we can go straight back in then. It's going to be study. Study is where we want to make a change. Start that up as well. Run things on till the study is done. Okay. We got you, which is great. Now, next, we need to get the glimmering as we talked about. Do that. The erudition will be fine. It'll still be around when we need it. That's good. Run things on. Their blood pumps bright, then dark. They should not have opposed us. We move on. Okay, perfect. I think when this exhibition is done is when we're going to end the episode as well. My own heart pumps more strongly today. Okay, he's on the hunt. We don't have anything for him to find, so that's fine with us. Okay, getting ready for the next. So Pope should go now. Then the next chance we get, we should send some funds. So now we have 12 knock, 12 edge, and 10 lantern there. We also have 2 injuries. Go up to spare prowls elsewhere. Okay. Good, that's done. Okay, favorite from authority. Again, not necessarily something that we particularly need, but just nice to have. Last night I dreamt of a blue silk pavilion overlooking a cloudy labyrinth of the bounds. I listened to the mistress of this place speak of other visitors. The Suppression Bureau come here. Did you know that? I think they hope to recruit me as an ally. She snorts derisively. After what they did to Christopher. But their folly is your fortune. I will tell you something that may help you if the Bureau ever troubles you. Okay, so we get that. Okay. Now. Next. Okay, so... I'm going to go straight back in there. So my brain just kind of decided to vacate the building for a second there. Oh, it's not reason, it's health. See, told you. Brain just gone, yeah, you said the video was over. But I didn't, did I, Brain? I said that I was going to end the video soon. You should listen a bit more carefully in future. Me listen more carefully. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Okay. Oh, I'm arguing with my own brain. That's... See? This is what happens when you have all of this head lore with people having factions and fighting each other. It then comes out into the real world and your own brain has different factions that fight against each other as well. It's great. Sun Brag's lens, lantern light. It will almost certainly end this curse here. Good. Let's send some funds so we don't end just because of lack of funds. Again, get that going. We have a ridiculous amount of funds available to us, but we're happy with that. Okay, so we got an affliction coming, which means that you need to be reserved. We have some vitality here, which will still be around by the time you need it. That's good. I'm safe for now. My adversary has not enough evidence to bring a case against me. They found no new clues. Okay, and then there, our power is stronger than the power that was here. The curse won't touch us. Okay, that's good news. I think we just got some vitality out of that as well. That's what it looked like, at least. We could go for a higher level one, but we'll take the one that's here. Because the other one was just a chance. Okay, and we got that one recently as well, so we won't reread it. And we're keeping you available for this, so that's fine. Our power is stronger than the power that was here. The curse won't touch us. Okay, so we have some funds there already, so let's send someone who hasn't been out for a while. I think Violet. Yeah, Violet, you go there and just lend some moral support to the guys. They'll be glad to see a steady presence, I think, there. Let's slot some erudition there. So today it's all about kind of steady progress, I think, today. Nothing spectacular happened. Like, probably the most noteworthy thing was getting an extra injury, because the thing is, whether you're going from 0 to 1 or 1 to 2 injuries, it's still an injury closer to death, and it's always something to have some concern about. My own heart pumps more strongly today, but the fact that no one is really, apart from Enid, no one is really on death's door in relation to that. And then she can be protected, but the thing is, then she's kind of a wasted resource as well. But when we come to actually get her ending, she may not be a wasted resource. Okay, now let's pause. Let's say to Leo, listen, Leo, I know it's only been a while that you went and sorted one problem out, but that circus the guys went to, usual thing, you know the deal. Go there, sort it out for us. Leo gives a nod and says, oh, by the way, that book we talked about, here's a copy for you. We take it and we promise him that we'll have a read of it and that we shall discuss it the next time that we have time with each other as well. Okay. In the red tent, a madness of paper, the circus folk have pasted diagram-crowded paper to every surface. The anatomies of time, the dissections of old weather. The place stinks of nowhere. We should burn it when we leave. A trestle table holds an unceremonious muddle of trophies and keepsakes. Okay, so we actually got some erudition out of that, which is nice. We may not be able to actually put it to use. Let's put that there. You're going to go down here because you pretty much just need to be sold. And we have books. So we have the Sunless Passages, holy texts of the Church of the Unconquered Sun, which in many histories was driven underground in Latin. Okay, you are one that we can translate. The Ivory Book, a manual of the Ordo Lumine, an order of quasi-immortals who maintained a secret enclave at the source of the river Limia in the Roman province of Hispania Galicia, and it's in Fusain. Okay, so you go there. That means that you have to move there. Okay. Then we shall pop that in there and start looking for that. Okay, and that is where we're going to leave that one. As I said, making steady progress. So I'm pretty happy with that. I said on last week's stream that it would probably be the last stream I actually did on Twitch until internet issues resolve themselves, but I think I might. I'm a sucker for this kind of thing. I'm very difficult for me to give up on something, so I'm going to try again on Monday with our aspirant run there. So if you have time, come over, check things out. Don't be surprised if the frame rate is really bad, because skip frames is the issue that I've been having. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will not be an issue, but there's a very good chance that at least for some of the stream, if not most of the stream, it will be an issue. But at least we can chat, and it just means that moving the cards around will look a bit janky and stuff. But overall, I think it's all right. Anyway, that is the end of that one. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you're keeping safe out there, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button there on the right, or checking out some other videos here on the left, or perhaps you might even share with some friends.